We just stopped here. We shot some chamois up there once and some tar years ago. We're going to keep pushing up around the corner. We've got a long way to go. We've got to go right up there. And this is Brian Horn, the welder. There you go, nice. Too easy. It's freezing tits up here. Me and Brian have been wanting to do a mission for ages, but we just haven't quite done one yet. But today's the mission. Still got a long way to go. Up a river, it gets a little bit rough from here on in, but we're going to have a quick sandwich and then keep on pushing. He's been getting set up for the zombie apocalypse. So have I actually. We're ready. We're ready for end of days, armed to the teeth. Start shooting. I'm supposed to be eating delicious mutton sandwiches, but I left the bloody leg of mutton I cooked in the fridge. Yeah. Couple of other trucks just over there. We stopped, saw that valley, thought, oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Then they stopped and we stopped. They might have thought we were looking at animals though. We're just going to pull over here before we get to the hut and park up somewhere. It's bloody windy. I want to try find somewhere out of the wind. So we'll just pull up against the hill, go hunting. Yeah, keep going.
Couple around the front there, eh?
Home sweet home, this is pretty good. It's actually quite sheltered here, well, reasonably sheltered. But we might just be in a bit of a lull too.
Why can we climb up and look over that ridge there?
That massive one in the middle. Oh, this first ridge, yeah, look up that gut, hey. Oi, come here. Oi. It could be tar just in the scrub. It's quite a bit of green grass here, although I imagine it's pretty pretty this time of year. We'll get some tucker and we got how many hours of sun? 2 hours till sunset, bloody hell, winter time. I'm going to go up to this ridge up there and look over into that basin. It looks pretty good. It's steep, scrubby, there's lots of cliffs, lots of steep stuff. We're trying to get a bit of a wagon circle going on for shelter. Up the hill, around the corner. Oi is raring to go. There might be a few tar down low here. A lot of scrub. Boys just found some nanny tar shit right there. Oi got onto a hare last night and chased it on the way back to the truck, so she's really excited because she thinks that's what's going to happen today too, don't you? Oi! Just got water rope with the mongrel. Storm pushing up, down the valley. Day after tomorrow, going to get snow up here, I reckon, as we drive out. More bullshit, that's good. It's very encouraging, quite fresh too. That bloody wind's screaming up this valley though. Just hoping there's going to be some on the other side and that wind doesn't screw us, which it might do. We're trying to get to a slightly high point so that we can look up the valley, but a bit concerned about this wind because it's squirreling up. We're in a big wind eddy here and it's going to be blasting straight at the valley we're headed into, but if we can stay high on this side, hopefully that wind will just blow up and over the ridge and won't ruin the valley up. It does mean a wee bit of bush bashing though. Charlie's a machine, he's just forcing his way through this shit. It's a nice break. It's going to get very cold soon. As soon as we lose that sun, it's nice just sitting here. Really want to get up to that knob just there so we can look up the valley. No animals spotted yet. We've seen a little bit of shit, a few prints, but still no animals, but they'll only start moving in another 20 minutes. Once that sun goes and it cools down, they'll wake up and start cruising around hopefully. Any second now when I was going to see one, surely. I'm going to go to the next ridge, I think. What do you reckon, Char? Is that a good idea or is that not a good idea? Team leader's given us the thumbs up, so this looks a bit better. I see a wee bit more up here now. Charlie's just found our first 3 tar or 4 tar. Way the Jesus, it's getting windy up here. Always over it. 20 minutes later, we haven't seen any more tar. Just those 3 up the valley. That's something. Finally seen another bull and a couple more nannies. Slightly below where the other ones were. I'm starting to think someone's been up here and had a bit of a bomb up, which they might have been because there's nothing in these lower faces here. They're all bloody way up there. We've seen enough, there's not enough animals. They're way up there, we're not going to climb up there anyway, it's getting dark. We're going to go over the hill there, back down to camp, cook some delicious food, carve some yarns, go to sleep. Always happy, always ready for dinner and a drink, I think. She's pretty parched. Look at her, she's rooted.
Can't see out of one of the eyes here.
Charlie's taken the lead and is leading us into his private Matagari patch. Oi, come here! At the risk of tearing myself a new arsehole or injuring my tailbone even more, I'm just going to slide down the hill like what Brian did.
Hey, careful.
Slightly risky. My ass is still pretty sore actually. Back at the uterus. Man, so hungry. You fellas hungry?
Yeah, Dom and I are making some beans.
Fine choice.
No, Charles, we need some cheese out.
There's a couple of packs of beans in there too. There's a white can of beans somewhere. And then some corn. Is that the corn? No, that's not the corn. Is there a can of... Oh, there is a can of corn in the chili bin. Miso soup, so good, this stuff here. I've actually got walls for my bushwhacker awning, but I think it's too windy to put them up. They'll just flap around everywhere.
I got another bowl, yeah?
Yeah. Charlie's made us some slop for dinner.
Tastes pretty good.
Bloody bed, Tom. It's freezing tits. I've had enough. One of the boys peed off the rooftop tent, out of the rooftop tent, and all over the kitchen table last night. Bit of movement from the lads there. I was screaming daisies up here last night. It was blowing its guts out. I was in that canvas tent just getting thrashed. It was holy shit. The rooftop tent, we had to tie the rooftop tent with a rope to Brian's beast because the boys were just getting like clamshelled. We actually tied it up before they went to bed because the hinges, not the hinges, what do you call them? The gas struts are buggered. So it doesn't even stay up even if it's not windy. So the rain's coming to about here. It's pushing over the main divide. It's not raining heavy, but it is raining. We're a little bit late. I was trying to get the boys up earlier so we could drive up the valley now and start glassing. They're a bit slow to start. I'm all packed up, ready to go. Always having a great time. We got a bloody problem. When I mounted the rooftop tent, I only bolted it front of the tent and back of the tent. I didn't bolt it in the middle, and it's put bouncing over the rocks. It's put a lot of pressure on these roof racks here.
Put it back here.
Something's broken in there on the roof racks or failed. Not too sure what it is because my Allen key set is back at home on the drill for the bugle screws for the stairs. The Allen key that fits that. So that was a cock up. I didn't put it back when I was finished with it. So we're just going to ratchet strap the rooftop tent to the roof racks.
We might need to go right around and just go to these.
All the way under.
Side of that thing. Yeah, just go in a straight line.
We're rolling up the valley. Try to keep it in two-wheel drive as much as possible to save wear and tear on the truck. That thing is a beast, that truck. A bit heavy though, and it's a V8. He's going to turn it into a six-wheeler and put a supercharger. That tar car's certainly working. There was a time we could cruise up these valleys and glass big mobs just from the valley floor. We haven't seen anything from the valley floor. We saw 3 last night. We're just going to walk up around that creek there and hopefully see some tar in the rain. Bloody hell. Yeah, that's it. It's cold. That wind chill is brutal. We're going to walk up there. Maybe there'll be some tar up there. There's bugger all in this main valley. We'll go hunting up there for the day and come back, stay in the hut. He's just going to, come on, stop fluffing around. Hey, you ready for animals? Hey? Yeah. I'm sick of eating these dog biscuits. Get me some meat and bones. Good as gold. Right, we're up the hill. Hopefully it doesn't rain all day. I think we'll be okay. Dom's only got sneakers. Should have worn the gumboots. We'll be right. Shouldn't have too many creek crossings today. I love these natural pathways that over the years animals and people have formed. It's almost like someone's come up and actually laid a track up here. And then it just stops and goes back to rough as guts. Still no animals this morning. Haven't seen one. We've been doing lots of glassing too. Where are they? We're into the thick of it now. We've come up above the river because there was a couple of rock markers on a big rock down there. So, what do you call that? A cairn. There was a cairn on the rock. So we thought we'd cut up into here. Charlie's convinced we need to go straight up the hill, and we're kind of blindly following. I did question his leadership, but I think he's actually right. I think we have to go up so we can get around the Scorgie bit. Always going the complete wrong way. We can't trust in dog this time. Oi, come here, you mongrel. Come here. Where do we go, mate? That way. Oh, I trust in dog. There's no well-beaten track up the hill, so we're going to take a punt. See, this is definitely a trail here, isn't it, lads? But it could just be other people walking along here and going, oh, we can't get up the creek. It was just a quick hop over a little bluff back down the river and back up the creek. Hopefully we'll start seeing animals soon. We've been glassing all the way up, haven't seen one, but it's pushing on 11 o'clock now, so they'll all be bloody sleeping. Lunchtime. So hungry.
Days later, it was ice cold, and as I gutted it, the gut pile was frozen, and it peeled back 3 fingernails right back. So I was like, fucking wore these, and then I went tar hunting last year, wore these, and then I just pulled them off, turned them inside out, took them in the bag. My arms were dry and warm, and
Clean as.
didn't have to wash them. And these are ones I use for cleaning up stainless steel systems.
Wow, there we go. Hazmat gloves, just in case you want to keep your fella's nails clean or arms clean when you're dealing with tar when it's frozen.
I threw that one away and ate the rest.
This is the most unappetizing lunch ever. We did have a bottle of tomato relish, but we opened up the door today and it fell out, smashed everywhere. Bugger it.
Facing towards us now.
Finally seen our first tar. It's a
Up the top, the very
bloody nanny. No. Right. We've seen 4 tar, which is good. Brian actually really wants a good nanny skin. I want another good kid skin. I don't even have a good kid skin yet because I keep blowing holes in the damn things because the boys won't shoot him in the head. So maybe today I'll try head shoot one. We'll pack our lunch stuff up and mosey on up the hill. Always pretty excited as you can feel the vibration. It just raised a couple of notches. I'm going to try to sneak up this creek here. Hopefully we'll be able to get close without them seeing us. One's 500, one's about 270, but we're going to close a gap. We don't have that far to climb, just up around this corner. Climbing up a slip and we're going to pop out directly opposite them about 70-80 metres away. Hopefully they're still there. It'll be like shooting fish in a barrel. We're closing the gap quickly. The boys have spotted a bull up there. I couldn't see it. I think it's gone behind some bushes or I'm blind, one or the other, but there's a bull up there somewhere. Just sneaking up to get into position. I can't see those other ones. Hey boys, why don't you go up with Brian? We've got up into position. We're finally in position and the bloody animals have bedded down. We can't see him anymore, so we've got to climb a little bit more. Maybe we'll let a few shots off to get him to stand up. They've all bloody gone to ground. Firewind ready, boys. Good shot. Good shot, Don. You missed Charlie, you're just up and left. He's running right. See him? He stopped
I
there.
see him.
Head shoot him.
Head shoot him. Alright.
Oh, good shot.
Head shot. My head shot mine. Did you get my one, Dan?
Yeah, I did. Oh, another headshot. Yep.
And he's just in the gap.
Oh yeah, I see him. Okay, hang on.
Smoking down.
Hang on, he's right back by that turpentine, eh? Hang on.
Let's just go.
I'm on.
Alright, I'm rolling. Sacked him. He's not coming down, damn it. Good shot. 1, 2, 3, 4 tar in the bag. Be careful, lads. This is pretty steep. We're quite exposed here. Awesome. I'm always glad to get footage of animals getting shot. And we got a bull up there too. Whether or not we'll get to him, I don't know. In the middle of the picture there on that face. I reckon we'll bloody get him. Did you double check, Char? Oh, man. Charlie just slipped, landed on a Spaniard, kicked his bag down the hill.
And it hurts so because the poison and it's bleeding. And
Oh, yeah. Anyone who hasn't stabbed himself on Spaniards, it hurts. And anyone who has, you can probably appreciate Charlie's pain right now. Made the slit. Looking forward to the big spree run down the hill.
gotta watch out though, because some of the shit you might jump onto and you just.
Yeah, it's hard, eh?
Oh, this one might be mine. Oh, maybe it's Tom's.
No, I think it's mine. I should have.
Nice, there's tar, Dom.
Yeah.
Shot, bro.
Cheers, Josh. Should you go get the other one?
Leave it all. Pretty awesome. I asked for a headshot. Charlie delivered. Look at always having a snack of brains. We're just seeing a couple more tar up here, 6 more, a couple of balls and 4 nannies, but we're going to leave them for the next people, seeing as there's not many tar up here. If we were just going to shoot them and leave them, then the next fella's up here might not have any luck, and that'd be shit. Whoa! I almost got snotted by a rock just before. It was so close. Charlie and Dom were coming down the hill, and a rock about that big just went whistling about that far away from my head. It would have smashed me, smashed my eye socket in. So close. I was so lucky, man. I just wasn't paying attention. I was only looking up when I heard rocks coming, and this one didn't make any noise because it was dunk, dunk. Lesson learned. Fuck. We're slowly hacking them to bits. Skins off, meat off, back steaks, forequarters, hindquarters. Always going to be loaded on the way that down. If you're keeping the skins, you want to get them off that animal and spread out so it dumps the heat as quick as possible. Pack it up, get out of here while we still got light. Dom's up here in sneakers. He's going to have a shoe full of stones. Whee. The long trek back to the trucks. I'm going to stay in the hut tonight because there's a southerly coming in. It's probably going to be snowing in the morning with a bit of luck. Hallelujah, the end is nigh. Almost see the truck down there in the main valley. Oh, made it, boys. Good work. Home, sweet home. So hungry. There you go. Got the old heart for dinner. We had chicken. It's got the diesel heater cranking to dry the boots off. They're almost dry already. It's so good, that thing. Not a bad wee heart. Plenty of room in here too. You can swing a cat in the middle. Table, chairs. It's got a woodshed outside and porch. No running water, but there's a creek just out the back. And a long drop about 100 metres over there. Packing. The fluff factor is very high this morning. In fact, there's been a tremendous amount of fluffing around. Those are the new lowers. Actually, they're the old tie cams. I don't know what the new name for them are, but they're essentially the tie cams, which are super comfy. I asked them, I said, can I get another pair of tie cams, please? We're not doing them anymore. I want you to try this new boot out. It's just the tie cams with a new name and slightly upgraded. On the road again. Certainly not smooth sailings up here, that's for sure. Just stopping so the boys can have some lunch. What a lovely day in the backcountry. It stopped raining now, stopped drizzling. Snow level's quite low. I was hoping it would snow right down in the valley and we get some pretty epic four-wheel drive shots of the snow and the trucks and putting chains on, but it never happened. Pretty cold up here. I'm glad we're not climbing a mountain actually. That's real something. I thought we were going to get stuck then.
Yeah, I was still in tour drive.
Oh, right. This thing's such a weapon, this truck. Rough as guts. Jesus. There's actually quite a few tricky spots. They're not that tricky, you have to have a massive lift kit and everything, but it's not all smooth sailing up here. The video's probably going to make it look like we just cruised up here. It's a very slow, long, laborious trip. As far as these East Coast rivers though, it's probably one of the better ones. Get up, boy. Can you make the jump? Probably not. Get up. Boy's too knackered to make the jump. Lift her in, Char. There we go. You're right, mate. You're a bit tired, eh? You've done a good job. Back on the main road again. Adira told us about this awesome fish and chip shop, but I think we've come to the wrong one. I must have typed it in Google Maps wrong.
Fish and chips. Ocean fresh fish, oyster, and that one's fish and chips.
We've got a bit of a dilemma.
Chinese takeaway. That sign's more hoary. That sign's more hoary. That one's more fancy with the oyster.
Oh, do we go to the hoary sign? Do you reckon the other sign was hoarier than that? That's pretty hoary.
No, but look at that oyster sign.
That is old school sign, so that tells me they've been in business for a long time and probably know what they're doing. But look at the character in the sign, you see? This has also been here a long time. I don't know. What do you boys reckon? What's going to be the bit? Wow, these guys also do it, but they're closed. Another one right next door. Chips. There's 3 fish and chip shops right next to each other. We're in Waikola in Christchurch. Alright, this first fish is from the
Chinese place.
They're both Chinese. Ocean fresh fish. They pre-cook theirs.
Oh, I thought you got chips, and I was like, wrong order.
I actually think the ocean fresh fish shop is better.
This one.
It's good. They're both pretty good. Trying to get these radios working.
Probably in scan mode.
If you press the S, that'll put it on scan mode.
Turn off scan mode. Just lock it on 9. Copy.
We on?
Who just said don't go on 9?
I thought that was you.
Ah, okay. Someone just said don't go on 9.
We'll go on channel 42.
Bloody hell, that's confusing. Someone else up here is using 9. That's why our radio picked up 9 before.